All right, welcome back, everybody. This is Tormod of Zero Hour Productions, and you are watching our annual Extra Life charity event. We're currently sitting at 14,1434. If you are interested in participating and helping us getting that number up, go ahead and head your web browser over to http://donate.zerohour-productions.net. Very interested in any donations to help this very worthy cause. All money goes directly to Extra Life, which will help the Children's Hospital of Wisconsin based out of Wauwatosa. So coming up next, as mentioned, MrBond is going to be playing Assault Android Cactus and All Androids Boss Rush.
Oh boy, so this category hasn't existed for very long. A couple weeks, in fact. So this is a brainchild of my very bad ideas. But this is Boss Rush back to back to back to back to back to back to back. 9 times. We'll be fighting 45 bosses in total, 72 if you count the refights in the final boss section. But yeah, I guess we can get started. We're just going to go Cactus, Holly, etc., just straight on down the line for the sake of menu efficiency. So time will start as soon as I hit A on Cactus, whenever you're ready.
All right, just 1 second.
Sure, sure, sure.
All right, I think I am good to go.
Okay, so let's get this train wreck rolling in 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go.
That's a character in FF6, isn't it?
Is it?
Go?
Yeah, it's supposed to be right, huh?
I totally distracted you, great.
That's all right. That's okay. We can be distracted for the first couple androids, but then when we get to like the middle third is going to be a bit of a problem. So we're going to be doing Boss Rush 9 times in a row. So we get to see all the playable characters, all of their fancy weapons, which is really kind of fun. Because despite doing the same thing 9 times in a row, we're going to be doing it in very different ways. So we're starting with Cactus here. She's got a standard machine gun, which I'm using right now, and then a flamethrower for her secondary weapon, which totally melts bosses, which is awesome. Means we're going to get a very strong start here on Embryo. I hope. Yeah, so bye Embryo. So there's our first boss down, 44 to go. Here's Vespi for the very first time. The worst boss. Not really, I'm not even going to bother with this. Screw it. Melts her second phase. Not dealing with that.
Melted.
That might have been a poor choice. No? Okay. Alright, you know what? No. No, we're not dealing with that one either.
No!
No! So I'm probably going to be a little bit quieter during this run since I do need to concentrate more than usual. Okay. But I am running the same sort of challenge I do for just about all my Cactus runs. For every down I take, I will be donating $3, so none so far, which is very confusing to me.
I'm proud to let you know that Leo is getting real warmed up for Pet the Pup.
Good.
And that's a double entendre.
Ooh, that was a little scary. So basic info about the game. This is a twin-stick shooter released in 2015 by Witchbeam, Australian game dev. They just released a... Oh boy, there's one. They just released a port of this for Nintendo Switch about a month ago, which also includes a fancy new game mode called Campaign Plus, which is a much harder variant of the normal campaign mode. Very difficult. I will shout out to Witchbeam for doing a very good job of involving the Cactus community at large to get that tested up and kind of tuned up for everybody.
Right on.
They've done very well in sticking by and supporting their community, so kudos to them.
So that leads me to ask, are we going to see Campaign Plus at Super Stigma Slam?
That depends. That depends a little bit on when and or if the PC version comes out.
Fair enough.
And also me getting ample time to practice it. Because despite playing through it a couple times, it is still very difficult and very different from normal campaign, where it's... I don't really tend to do a lot of routing in games, but for Campaign Plus, it kind of demands it in order to just even survive. So sorry, we blazed through Boss 3, Justice, and now we're on Boss 4, Venom. Their first iterations, rather.
So it actually leads me to wonder about another question.
Oh boy. Oh, there's two.
Is there an Infinity Drive Plus?
There is not, unfortunately.
Lucky for you.
Yeah. Infinity Drive on its own is really hard.
If anybody's interested in seeing an example of that, head over to our Twitch channel if you're not already there, twitch.tv/zerohourproductions, and you can see the playlist from Super Stigma Slam, where MrBond had a very, very, very clutch victory with Infinity Drive.
Describe it. Oh boy, that was almost number 3 right there. So this is the final boss, Medulla. And we'll also be doing refights of 3 of the 4 other bosses during, and that was just the Embryo refight there. Very quick melting, and I almost took a silly down, but that will happen quite frequently. And here's the Vespi refight. It's just as painful as normal Vespi. Oof. There's the Justice refight. Get out of here. And then the final section of Medulla here. Easy peasy. Just avoid the lasers. All the rest of the bullets that are flying around. No problem. No problem. Have to do a little bit of a cleanup here. This is getting a little scary. Excuse me. We're almost 1/9 of the way through this thing. I suppose there's Ether Sphere too.
Oh no, Geometry Wars 11.1%.
Right. So if you want a more flavorful bad idea of an All Androids run, there's also an All Androids campaign run category, which is significantly longer than this. Obviously, that's all 9 campaigns back to back to back, which is about 8 hours.
So that's basically your birthday stream, isn't it, usually?
Pretty much, usually.
Yeah, I want to say you did that at least once.
I've only done it once.
Oh, okay.
I haven't done it since they did the balance update way back last year sometime. I'm kind of saving it a little bit because it is quite a slog. So we're on to Holly. Holly's primary is this homing cannon here, and her secondary is that big cannonball, which I just dumped into Embryo's mug again.
Oh. Someone in chat is asking for a campaign all androids overnight run at S3.
Oh boy, that is a terrible idea. It sounds like the type of thing that I would do, honestly, wouldn't it? We'll see. We'll see. Oh, that was a dangerous move. Why are we doing that? Okay, so by Embryo for the second time. Now on to Vespi. So each boss plays a little bit differently with each character. So for Holly, I can shoot a big cannonball through all the wasps, but if you screw up the aim, it does absolutely nothing for you.
Yeah.
Which is a problem. Because, quite frankly, the longer Vespi is able to attack you, the worse of a time you're going to have. I'm going to grab this just to be safe.
Also, obligatory Happy Holidays.
Happy Holidays. Indeed. Let's see, that was a bit... Well, that wasn't too bad, I guess. Oh, she is guarding that firepower. I would like that, please.
Well, you tried.
Oops.
Rah!
That was a pretty good one. Oh. Alright, I'm not dealing with this, so boom, bam, And if I hadn't taken it down and lost my weapon energy, that would have been... No! Excuse me. Shoot. Okay, so 5 SP for the second time. Justice almost cooking me with that laser. That's real embarrassing to take it down from that. Alright, so 5 Justice, number 2, on to Venom. Ooh. A little close. Ooh, is that a little bit off on the aim? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, second it. Ah, just a little bit outside. Oh, if I wanted that accelerate. It's a little dicey with all these bullets flying around. Especially here. Not used to moving so fast. Oh, okay. Take that one though. Okay, by Venom. I really want that to be firepower, so we're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait just a touch and go through that honestly rather terrifying bullet spray. Uh-oh. Ah, it's bad timing. Oops. Oh well, it's for a good cause. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, Justice refight, you cheeky bugger.
Big mood. Big mood. Big old flop. Ah.
Wiggle that one over a little bit. Nope. That's all right. So, there's Holly. 2 of 9. 5 downs there. Okay. So Lemon. Lemon's primary is this spread shotgun, which is real nice for dealing with a lot of small enemies, but it's really hard to focus fire on the big ones unless you get right up in their grill. Which, honestly, you should be doing anyways for effectiveness. And then our secondary is the big rocket launcher, using copious amounts of. Let's see plenty of it as we go along. And her rocket launcher will also enable a very interesting strat for Vespula coming up here soon, which I will definitely go for because it's a lot of fun. So Vespula curls up into a little ball, and you can just kind of hang out in there.
Nice.
And the rockets make it real easy to just knock that phase out, assuming you don't take a dumb hit from a bunch of wasps on your way in there, or get bumped around a little bit too much.
Omega Weapon says, Lemon is the worst android, don't at me.
Shoot.
Well, I've done the worst adding I
very...
could possibly do by calling you on twice.
Out. I don't know if she's the worst. She's very difficult to handle. You'd think her weapons are pretty good for like beginners. Oh geez, see right there, I got a little bit lost in the spread there. Like her weapons are pretty good for beginners, very straightforward, nothing like too fancy with them or anything like that. But then to be really proficient with Lemon, you have to play very dangerously, so. So that Vespi ball strat is, there's a few other androids that you can do it with. There is a strategy for Coral, which is up next after Lemon here, but I don't really know it. I don't know it all that well, so we're not going to do it. But when we get really late in the run with android number 8, Shiitake, she's got some proximity mines for her secondary, and that makes for a pretty easy ball strat as well. So buy Justice for the 3rd time. Ooh, nice. I didn't know if all 4 of those would hit there.
This rate, MrBond might just be funding the rest of that run to 1,500.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. Oh, that was a dumb move. I knew I wouldn't have been able to get through there. I don't know why I tried it. Wanted that firepower. A little scared though. Okie dokie.
There's a lot of geometry wizards in this one. Still no blue balls.
Oh, no, there's not really any spheres in this one, is there?
Nah, not really.
Oh,
lots
well.
of blue cubes. D8s. D6s.
It's a little bit off on that aim. That's all right. Ooh, dang. Okay, so there's Lemon. They're one-third of the way through. Next to Coral, one of my least favorite ones, so here we go. So Coral's primary is a big old shotgun, which is really sick for close quarters. Some of the highest DPS. Their secondary is this little plasma shield, which repels bullets, which you'd think would be nice, and it is most times. It can also reflect stuff back into you, so be very, very careful when you use it. Does make things a little bit safer, at least for Embryo. Where you can just kind of pop up, drop a shield, and back off a little bit, like that, if you get a little scared. Vespi, it doesn't help all that much because it doesn't kill the wasps as fast as you'd like it to. Then she rotates around from it, and then it'll just very lightly affect the trajectory of bigger stuff, like her flowers and those big blue balls. See, there's some blue balls.
All right.
Some blue balls in there.
But it's not during a geometry wizard fight.
No, no, it isn't. I'm going to grab that for safety because I need to get out of there. Excuse me. Oof. Into that one a little bit too much. Ooh, wow, Vespi doing the work.
I'm really glad that worked out for you. You were literally cornered.
Yeah.
Well, as much as you can be in a circular arena.
Right? Very easy to find corners in these places somehow.
Yeah.
Firepower extended. Battery up. Here. Accelerate.
Hope that's enough.
Firepower extended.
So because Coral's weaponry is very much short range, you have to plan your movement a bit more. Especially if you're going to not break chain and get S+ and all that. Which, thankfully for this, we don't really care too much about. But it's really more the principle of the matter than anything else.
Firepower extended. Accelerate. Battery up.
And that can be particularly dangerous, because that spread gets very exciting very quickly. Ooh, caught me before I could get that last one.
I was waiting for it.
And for Medulla sections, it really helps out, because it just pushes bullets out of the way for you. It's going to be pretty safe. Here is going to be a little dangerous, because it brings that spread right back into me.
Weapon max. Battery over here. Shut down. Battery up.
Aw, really? Oof.
Firepower.
Pushed it right into my side.
Ooh.
Incredible.
Battery here.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. It's rolling right towards me.
Firepower.
Donk.
Weapon maximum.
Okay, Coral down. 5 more to go.
Nicely done.
Another 6 on that one. Yeesh. Alright, well, that's okay. But now Starch. Far and away the favorite for speedruns. She happens to be the fastest with her good mix of weaponry. Her primary is this laser, which does increasingly more damage the closer you get to something. You'll see me hug an embryo a bunch here.
It also goes pew-pew.
It does go pew-pew. And then her secondary, these little micro-missiles, homing micro-missiles, are a little bit awkward to try to aim at anything in particular since they just seem to do their own thing. They do some good damage, and they can fire around corners because of how they kind of jet out from the sides. Of course, in Boss Rush, since we're in a wide open circular arena, firing around corners really doesn't do us much good.
So that's actually 2 separate games at this marathon that have referenced Pop Goes the Weasel.
Oh, really? What was the other one?
Biomenace.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. Whoop. Carve a way through this mess. Whoa, that was getting real dicey.
Yeah.
Really surprised the Wasp didn't come in and swarm me there. It's very hard to tell what she does with some of these patterns. Oof.
Excuse me, what? Huh.
Ooh, wow, he dropped right on top
That was
of
almost
me.
right on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Give me a little fright.
Robots. Got it.
Ooh, I'm gonna go in for it. Oh, ooh boy. A little bit of a silly move. Hoping that I had just enough time. Shoot. So each individual boss rush is 6.5, 7 minutes, so not altogether all that long on their own. But you cram 9 of them together, you get a nice solid hour out of it. Or more, if you're bad like I am.
Yeah, so you're trending at about an hour 5 right now,
Yeah, okay, that's about what I would expect.
which is fine. We're a little ahead.
My PB is currently 58 and change. And my sum of best is something like 52, so you know that's
Wow.
never going to happen.
Just gotta keep grinding away at it.
So there's 5, and on to my girl Aubergine. Her primary is this little whirly-McGee Kilo that you send out and pull back to cause some real big damage. And her secondary is this black hole gun, which holds things in place, draws things in, and does damage all on its own. What's kind of unique about Aubergine is that you can still be doing damage while you're swapping between weapons, because it does take Hilo a hot second to get back to you, even during weapon swaps. The standing strategy is to send it out as far as you can when you're swapping, and then when you swap back, Hilo should still be out and ready for action. This could be a problem. Ah, double KO. Get out of here with that.
Firepower extended. Battery up.
Unexpected resistance encountered. Activating additional units. Blaze out what is sufficient. Switching hardware. Only I can alter this destiny. Annoying.
Firepower. Accelerate. Firepower extended.
So close. Connecting to the ethersphere.
Okay, there's number 6. On to the back third.
All right. There's only one down with
Only one down with
Aubergine,
Obby. It's
right?
pretty
Okay.
good. Yeah, so here's Shiitake. This is the other android that has the fairly easy Vespi ball strat, which we will definitely be doing because it's fun. But her primary is a railgun, which does infinite damage. Simply because that it's a line-of-sight weapon, instant hit, and it can hit anything that's in its line. It doesn't lose power as it goes through enemies. Her secondary is these fancy-dancy proximity mines, which have a fairly small triggering radius. So you have to really get up in some boss faces here to make them work. Which makes it very dangerous, but living dangerously is pretty fun, as it turns out. And then there's also living safely, which is also fun, because you don't die. So bye-bye Embryo for the 7th time now, and now I'm gonna go in for ball strat. Boom. Oof, okay, I wasn't sure if that was gonna be 3 or 4. I'm glad I guessed correctly in 3. This one will probably be 4, because I haven't killed many. Oh boy, yeah, and I got swollen pretty good. If enough wasps go, again, if enough wasps get around Vespi's ball, they can actually lift her up and let some wasps in to murder you pretty good. That's what happened both those times. But we'll give it a go for the 3rd phase, why not? That was dangerous because it didn't. Last mine didn't finish the phase, but I was able to machine gun down something else. Railgun makes these turret phases on Venom pretty easy. Let's line it up. 2 good shots will take care of them all. Oof, got a little too close. Did not appreciate me getting that close.
Only I can alter this destiny.
Fine.
Dark distract.
All right, Omega Weapon.
Oh,
I'll read
boy.
your donation. It's 25 bucks. Says Holly is best girl.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Thank you, Omega Weapon. Much appreciated.
And with that, it added on the 12 it didn't before. It was weird.
Interesting. Okay.
So we're sitting at 1451.34. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Oof.
Was that the first one?
No. No, we've had two or three others.
Interesting. They got well masked.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Bit problematic. Get stuff shoved into you. All right, so 2 more left to go.
All right.
Yeah, 6 total there. Oops, not Shiitake again. Oh, no. That would be a bad idea.
Do over.
So here's Peanut. Her primary is this little magma shooter. Sticks on the ground, and anything that goes over the top of it takes the damage. Can be pretty effective if you know where to prelay it. These things go very quickly, and then once it gets powered up to level 3, it does some serious damage just on its own. Her secondary is this big drill. A lot of games with drills today, apparently. And once it sticks into a big enemy, you are invulnerable until it runs out of energy, and then you swap back automatically to your primary. Now, you aren't invulnerable when you're on your way to drill into something. So if you're not careful, you can take some very silly downs. I was just about to plan to do there. I thought better of it. There's the 8th embryo. 8 of 9 embryos we will see today.
Seems like I must take care of matters personally.
Since the magma sticks on the ground for a bit after it sets down, it makes these wasps phases a little bit easier. So you can just lay down a layer to defend yourself and hope that they can't get through it.
Nice.
Let's finish this. Do not interfere. I've sacrificed too much. You fiend! I will permit you no further. I will not falter. Unexpected resistance encountered. Activating additional units. Laser output insufficient. Switching hardware. Damage levels exceeded. Only I can alter this destiny.
Firepower extended.
I was so close. Connecting to the ethosphere.
All right, 8 down, 1 to go.
All right. We have a total of 25 down so far.
All right, not bad, not bad. If we could get away with sub 30, I'd probably be pretty happy with that. So this is Licorice. This is the character you unlock after beating campaign for the first time. And she is ostensibly the villain, spoiler alert, that you think you're fighting for much of the game, but she isn't really.
I know a lot of people who don't like licorice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of the taste. Red licorice is okay. Black licorice is kind of
The black licorice is the actual licorice.
right.
You don't want her battery to run out this time, though.
Correct, yeah. It's definitely not something we want. So her primary is this big, beefy cannon. And her secondary is this kind of dash and slash thing, which is very difficult to make it work effectively. You can either charge up for 1 long slash, or get a medium slash and 2 smaller slashes, or 3 smaller slashes. So there are many different ways to use it. And the appropriate way to use it definitely varies depending on who you're fighting.
Oof.
And definitely not taking a flower to the face is good advice. And for Vespi, she also has a pretty baller melee attack, so you gotta be careful when you're getting all up in her grill, because she doesn't appreciate that. This may have been a poor choice. I'm gonna hide a little bit. Try to hide. Oh boy. That's real bad. So if you can position it just such to charge up a full slash, that's obviously ideal, but sometimes the movement patterns are not friendly enough to do that any sort of safety. Oh boy, I really went in for that one. Oof. Not judging that distance very well. Wow. I have a feeling I hit 30 right there. Ah, dang.
Oof.
Couldn't quite get that.
Almost, though.
Roped me
Almost.
in. What a jerk. That's me. Oh, right after I get the firepower, of course. Ah, just a little tiny pixel of life left there. Thanks, Venom. What a jerk. Dang.
I will not falter.
Firepower extended.
Unexpected resistance encountered. Activating additional units. Laser output insufficient. Switching on.
Ooh, kaboom.
Levels exceeded.
Wow. This might be 10 downs on Licorice on its own.
Only I can alter this destiny. Got you. Don't distract me. I'm so
Oh boy.
All right. Last
Okay,
round through Geometry
finally
Wars.
here.
I will stop the timer after this, but I do need to get a visual on your death count for Licorice.
Oh boy, yeah. So time will be coming up soon as I hit complete on this last fight here. And oof, time. That's 13 on that one. Oh, yuck.
All right.
Yuck.
Well,
What did that ring in time and death count?
your time 104.01.2.
Yeesh.
Your death count. You want to take a guess?
40?
Pretty close.
Wow.
But Price is Right rules, you'd not win that one. It was 39.
39. Okay.
So you owe a total of 117.
117, quick math. All right, well, good cause for the kids.
Exactly. So, all right. We are done with Assault Android Cactus, and then pretty much until the very last game of the day, we're going to be in the Enchantress of Numbers block. Starting with Chime, moving on to Bit Trip Beat, and then Pet the Pup, Pet the Party. Not that we haven't been petting Leo this whole time. I'm going to kick it over to Setup. I'm going to take a fast break to get some break fast. So it'll be a little longer of a break this time. We're ahead a little bit. So we'll see y'all shortly.